Hey guys, what's up? My name is Shaun Roselt and welcome to my Delphi Programming series. So in this video we're going to be learning how to use the for loop. So the for loop is also a very useful little function, I guess, not function, what is it called? Basically a function, yeah, whatever. For loop procedure, I don't know, anyway, let's add a button. So the for loop is very useful as well. Just add something like display. Add a memo. We'll change the font size to 16. Bottom. Okay. So go to the display. First, let's add some variables. Let's call it I41. I'm calling it this because I like to name my four variables, an I for basically integer, and then 4 as in a for loop, and the first variable for it. So integer. That's all we need. Okay. Let's first clear the memo. Memo1.clear. So for loop. Basically, how a for loop looks. We enter the variable here, and then basically a for loop is it basically repeats it. For instance, it goes from 1 until 10. So basically, this will repeat everything that stands between begin and end 10 times. So we'll start at 1, and then we'll store the 1 into the for 1, I41, and then when it repeats the second time, it will store 2 into the I41 variable. So let's go to memo1.lines.add into str I41 compile. And as you guys can see, so for instance, if you make this 15, it will repeat this loop 15 times. Let's make it a bit easier for us. Do this. Add a oops, what did I add now? Add a spin edit component, 2 of them. Let's increase the font size to 16. So we'll just say from the spin edit 1 dot value until the spin edit 2 dot value. Okay, let's compile. So for instance, this, you guys can see the code also. For instance, you can go from, let's make it 1 first, 1 to 15, as you guys can see, or from maybe 5 to 15, 5 to 15, or 10 to 100, as you guys can see, yeah. Also make, for instance, from 20 to 10, but then it won't display anything because you can't go from 20 to 10. So how to fix this? You can basically just say down to. That will mean that it would want a bigger value first, and it will go down to a lower value. For instance, you go from 10 to 1 now. Basically, it's backwards, or from 50 to 20, as you guys can see. This is basically how a for loop looks and works. You can also work with characters. For instance, for one char, let's add another. Let's just comment this one out. We won't be using the integers now. Let's copy and paste. We can basically say it from A until Z. Let me just display the character. It seems we cannot. Oops, should be C41. Okay. It says now displays from A until that, or we can make it from G until W. And also add it down to from S until B, as you guys can see. So this is basically what a for loop is, and how to use a for loop. We'll add more practice tutorials later. I'll make it, and I'll see you in the next video, guys. But please make sure to like this video. It really supports the channel, and share it as well. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.